So Arcane is officially done, and I have to say it was peak fiction, one of the best watches that I have seen in a long time. And technically the story is but isn't done. Arcane, which consisted of Vi, Caitlyn, Jinx, everyone involved the last 2 seasons, their story's done. League of Legends has a lot of champions and there is so much lore that there's definitely going to be other series that is going to branch off from those characters. I'll do another video later where I'm talking about the best characters from Arcane, but for now I wanted to do my best moments from this series. There's going to be no particular order except for the last one. That's hands down my favorite, and the reason why I'm doing it that way is because my opinion, it changes every single day, so I don't want to go ahead and pencil one in for a specific spot and then it changes the very next day. Let's start off with Vi and Jace destroying the Shimmer outpost with everything that happened involving Jinx, Silco, and the underground. Jace made his hammer, gave Vi her gauntlets, and they went to town. And Vi, her entrance, it was epic. The way she slid down the pole, she looked like a freaking buff stripper. Didn't need any baby oil. Now, I ain't throwing any ones, that's not my type of girl, but I gotta give credit because she was doing her thing. Same with Jace, they were both going back and forth, battling and bodying those big Shimmer big daddies. I don't know what they are, but they were big monsters, and guess what? They were handled with different impact frames going back and forth. I think that this is probably the most underrated fight in the series. I'm not gonna lie, I knew that the direction of the story was headed with the uniting of the underground and the enforcers, but I thought that Jinx was going to be a bad guy for way longer than she was. And so I was not ready for the Vi and Jinx fight to happen off rip because it happened in the first act of season 2. Caitlyn and Savika, they were doing their thing, providing support, and they had a little exchange, but we weren't here for them. We wanted to see the main battle, and boy did it not disappoint. If someone were to tell me that Jinx and Vi weren't sisters, oh, I would have believed them, because when they saw each other, it was on sight. The back and forth clash between those two, Vi using her Hextech gauntlets is the better fire, but Jinx has the Shimmer, which allowed her to make up the difference between the two. You could feel the passion, the emotion that was exchanging each and every time a fist was thrown. This isn't necessarily a moment, but I wanted to talk a little bit about Echo and Jace, their parallels, because I think that Arcane did an excellent job of highlighting this, and I'll go a little bit more into detail about the significance whenever I do my favorite character video. But it was wild to see how the alternate timelines, they were essentially switched. In the current reality, everyone Echo knew died and he was fighting alone, where Jace, yes, he struggled a little bit, but for the most part he was living a good life. Fast forward to when they were transported, Echo got to live a life of peace, a complete 180 to what he lived before. Jace, on the other hand, my boy, he was going through it. After seeing what all Jace went through, oh, I can see why he tried killing Victor on sight, because what Jace went through, that was pure hell. I'm gonna talk about the final battle and group it into one moment, because I could talk about each and every little thing that took place, but I feel like that would eliminate other really good moments that could make this list. Everyone snapped. Honestly, I don't even know who to start off with, but I guess let's start with Jinx. She showed up like a badass with a new design. Vi, she went crazy fighting off the Victor bots, and then Warwick, Mel, and Echo, they were MVPs of the battle, held it down, and it's a damn shame that we didn't get to see them more in season 2. Caitlyn was doing her thing when she was sniping, and then when she fought against Mbessa, who, by the way, that woman is an Amazonian beast. Wonder Woman who? Because the only thing that took Mbessa out was plot itself. I thought she was motherfucking Jiren the way that she was whooping up on everyone. Jace and Victor, their dynamic and their sacrifice was really good. Arcane did such a phenomenal job with the final battle. I'm gonna be honest, the brat Isha, I was counting down for her to die each and every time where she was close to death. I was holding my breath on my knees, praying, hoping and wishing that that little brat would die, until she actually did. And then it happened and I was looking, I was like, oh, And I felt like an asshole, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Seeing how close she was to Jinx and what their dynamic meant for the story, sacrificing herself to put Vander out of his misery and to save her older sister. Her life, it was flashing right before her eyes, and the last thing we saw was her blowing the smoke away from her gun. Can't even hate on it. It was a noble and a badass way to go out. But if you guys have made it this far into the video and you're enjoying the content, let me know by leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. I put out different content almost each and every day. Speaking of ways that people went out, Vander was another character that went out like a champ. Arcane, they spaz whenever it comes to characters' deaths. Based on the flashback that we saw, we knew that Vander was that nigga, but we never saw it until now. After seeing his kids and everyone get attacked by that explosion, Vi struggling to hold off Silco's men, Vander took those brass knuckle like things and spaz. You could tell why so many people feared and respected Vander when they were in the underground, because he may have a big heart, but when push comes to shove, oh, he's still that dude. Crazy transition. I swear when I was writing my script, I did not plan this. Vander, he was already a problem as a regular nigga. What do you think happens when you give someone as strong as Vander claws and shimmer? Once he was let loose, oh, he effed everyone up in that prison. Nobody stood a chance. And Bessa, that Amazonian beast, shout out to her because she survived with only a few scratches. Same with Jinx. I underestimated her, and it's a good thing that she got that shimmer boost, because Warwick would have torn her apart and eaten her like she was a meal from Popeyes. Both of Vi and Jinx's reintroductions, they were pretty fine. I think Jinx's was a little bit better simply because she wasn't nearly as cool as Vi when she was powder. It's like Jinx when she was powder was at level 1, and she can level up way faster than Vi, who's at, let's say, level 60. The lower you are, the faster you can gain XP. Nevertheless, Jinx came back with a new design, taking out the firelight, showcasing how much she's grown since we last saw her. And then there's Vi punching a wall in prison, bulking up, looking like She-Hulk. A really dope way of reintroducing these two into the story. The first fight between Vi and Savika, it was pretty good. Vi came out of nowhere, hit Savika in the face with a flying falcon knee. I will not lie though, Vi, that was some sneak shit, but I like you, so I'll let it pass. They went back and forth, but if you want to be technical, after everything was said and done, Savika, she won the first round. Now round 2 is round 1 on steroids, because Vi, she now had her gauntlets and Savika was still using shimmer. Once again, another fight where no words was needed, and it was on site. After getting a little pep talk from Vander, Vi ended up taking round 2, and it's unfortunate that we didn't get to see a round 3, because the two clashes that these two had, it was one for the ages, and we definitely should have gotten a round 3, but hey, I guess we just have to live with the 2 that we got. Whoever directed and animated this scene needs to get a raise immediately. Not only do I think that this was the best sequence in Arcane, it might be one of the best sequences I've ever seen in fiction. This scene reminded me so much of Kakashi versus Obito, how they were fighting exactly like they were in the past, but this time it was with a twist. How Jinx and Echo would play this game as kids, only this time instead of getting shot, Echo beat the snot out of Jinx. Echo hit her with that top mount and said, "Make it, make it, make it, make it," just started wailing on her, and she started leaking from her nose. Everything was perfect about this scene. The music, animation, emotions, you name it, and that's why I consider it to be the best moment in Arcane. I will certainly miss this series. Definitely was phenomenal, but like I said, there's going to be other League related shows that come out because there's so much lore and so many characters. But let me know what your guys' favorite moment was in Arcane, and let me know what you rate the series out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys never miss out on a new video. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok is on the screen and in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.